All right, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Antonio. I would like to start off by turning to the east and giving all honor and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kwakurash. All honor, giving double honor, praise to the apostles who teach us well. I'd like to thank the brothers out of Chicago, GMS camp, all the brothers out of the New Orleans GMS camp, Brother Kapak Desire, Elder Malcolm, Elder Jeremiah, and I want to start off today with Malachi 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. Bringing that message because I just want brothers to know that I know sometimes it seems like I was explaining to my little cousin, it seems like you the only brother going through something. You the only brother being disrespected or being abused. But don't feel that way, man. This is Babylon all over the world. And we all going through it. We all being abused. But through these scriptures, we can find some kind of, rest. What rest we are allowed, how to put it. But no, you ain't the only one being disrespected by the woman. You ain't the only one being abused at work. You ain't the only one that's broke. It's all of us, man. We all in the same boat. But I'm going to go to Isaiah chapter 24 and 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languished and fear faded away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. Go to Isaiah chapter 24 and 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants therefore, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. I'm talking about the Israelites who broke the covenant, because that's the only people who are under the covenant. 6. Therefore have the cause devoured the earth, and they that dwell herein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. Last week, well, that wasn't last week, week before last, I was reading out of Maccabees, just going over something, teaching us about our people and how we're in there. They love to do continuous wickedness. But now I just wanted to say that to brothers who feel down and depressed. You're not by yourself, man. You're not. So don't get discouraged, man. I'm gonna start at today. Okay, we was reading about Antiochus and his foolishness to make all people one nation. So let's start back there. Okay, let's see. Start from First Maccabees, second chapter. If I didn't start from there. Said in those days, Matthias, the son of John and son of Simon, a priest of the sons of Jerob from Jerusalem, that dwelt in Modin. He had 5 sons: Jonan, called Cadeus, Simon, called Theodas, Judas, who was called Maccabus, Eleazar, called Aaron, and Jonathan, whose surname was Epithus. And then he saw the blasphemies that were committed in Judah and Jerusalem. He said, "Woe is me! Therefore I was born to see the misery of my people, and of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy, and the sanctuary into the land of the strangers." I guess it's going about on to get down some. Her temple is become a man without glory. Her glorious vessels are carried away unto captivity. Her infants are slain in the street. her young men with the sword of the enemy. So we talking about the situation our people was in. Like I said, just doing continuous wickedness. What nation have not a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman she is become a bond slave. And behold, our sanctuary, even your beauty and our glory, it is laid to waste, and the Gentiles have profaned it. To what end, therefore, shall we live any longer? Then Mansus said his sons rent their clothes and put on sackcloth and mourn very sore. In the meanwhile, the king's officers, such as compelled the people to revolt, came into the city of Modin to make their sacrifice. And when many of Israel came unto them, Mansus also and his sons came together. You know, it was a time where our people, they rather die than to eat pork. But now, our people love it. Love it. Yeah, they get on you about some, like I say, not just pork. They want to eat the worst part of the pork, of the pig, the guts. So let's get back to this. Thou art a ruler and honorable and great man in this city, and have strengthened his sons and brethren. Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandments, like as all heathen have done, ye and the men of Judah also, and such as remain at Jerusalem. So so shalt thou, and thy house be in the number of the king's friend. And thou and they children shall honor with silver and gold and many rewards. He said, then Menhantus answered and spoke with a loud voice. Thou all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him, and shall fall away every one from their religions of their fathers, and give consent to his commandments. So he telling them to come together, let's do some foolishness. Yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers. God forbid that we should forsake the law. I'm sorry, I was wrong. I was wrong. He said, God forbid that we should forsake the law and his ordinance. So he actually talking about keeping the covenant and doing it right. Sorry, I apologize. We will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion. That's right, brother. Neither on the right hand or the left. Now when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar which was at Modi, according to the king's commandment. Which then Mantus saw he was inflamed with zeal, and remained trembling. Neither could he forbear to soothe his anger according to judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar. Let him have it. Also the king's commissioners who complied men to sacrifice, he killed at the time. And the altar he pulled down. Just thought about something. Just came over me. We're going to Job, man. Job. You know what? Let it run. Get wet for this work. Get wet for this truth. You know, I might seem a little unorganized, brothers, but you know, I gotta go where I'm told to go. So I know the scripture, but I'm gonna get it and read it. This is what I'm saying. Joseph. Hold on, let me get my notes together. I'll be back.